Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Senpai ga Kouhai wa Hanashi something Uzai. So yeah, last episode was the first episode, so we got established our characters, the place they work, kind of their dynamic, our big senpai and our little Kouhai, who is just adorable and quite lovable, honestly. Just the kind that you really want to root for and just hope that she succeeds, and she did her best. Mistakes were made, but everyone makes them, you make up for them, and she has the senpai to kind of have her back and help her. This is great. So let's jump into this episode and see exactly what our characters do in it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, I wish King Records did not have a logo at the very beginning. It always kills my mood. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, now we're in the show. Yo. Is it not a good morning for you? Yeah, something seems up. I don't think she always looks like that. Also, oh right, she's okay. She's still worrying about that. I guess that would make things a bit awkward. Man, that really hit hard when I first saw it. I imagine he's thinking about it less than she is, though. You become his wife. I think that's what you do. At least go outside. Or there. Well, maybe he doesn't even remember. I'm not sure I believe you. Fast forward a couple seasons, you know, they're literally married. Yeah, what's he gonna say? Yo. What's with their hands? Hi, Genki this. I mean, just very, you know, wooden kind of greeting. It just reminds you of those, you know, Japanese language learning textbooks, you know. Oh, Genki desu ka? Hi. Anata wa, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, it reminded me of that. You know, the kind of conversations real people don't have, right? Language textbooks are always like that. And yeah, I remember seeing this at the end of, I think it was at the end of last episode. I remember this bit. I definitely remember that part. Yeah, the shot on the bridge looks so good. I mean, there's a lot of good shots in this opening. For real. Oh yeah, the cell phone bit. That's so good. I always enjoy creative bits like that in openings. Yeah, this was definitely the best part though. I think there's a couple people here we haven't seen yet. Just a fun, catchy opening. I really like it. I could just listen to it a lot. Udon with the occasional full moon. And that title was a lot shorter in Japanese. I mean, that's usually the case, but why not? Did you miss your chance? How do you even see, man? Okay. Some reading the atmosphere here. Kukio yomu, as they say. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, Yeah, I don't think she appreciates the laughter. Right, that's kind of how I figured he would take it. You don't take what somebody says when they're drunk too seriously, you know? Because even if what they say is true, they probably didn't want to tell you, so. Nothing worse than a limp noodle. Bit of a complicated feeling, huh? Because you definitely do want to be his wife, so. But we're not there yet. I mean, they are quite cute. Are we just girl watching? Go for it, man. Yeah, that can wait till later. Ramen is now, though. We can't take you anywhere. Isn't that Sakurai? Pretty sure it is. And she is, yeah, very beautiful, so no disagreements here. Her eyes still creep me out, though. It kind of ruins it. It's a good question. She could be into girls. She almost gives me that vibe, honestly. Don't remember their names. I'm guessing that's not it. I mean, Koyoshi's kind of a better name. Why would you say such a thing? Getting kind of defensive there. Well, yeah. He still just looks so much like the teacher from Demi-chan. It's almost distracting. Well, if you weren't like a fourth his size, it kind of can't be helped. Headpats are definitely a father-daughter kind of thing, so understandable. Actually, that makes you think of something. Could they even kiss when they're both standing up? Like, you'd have to really bend really low or pick her up, which would be kind of awkward in its own way. You know, I just... Okay, we're going here. It feels unnatural. You 1%ers, you don't understand. It's not fair, is it? Grass is always greener and all that. No flat girl wants to hear a big-chested girl talk about what trouble they are. She's so cute when she closes her eyes. Okay, that was funny. Earth is flat confirmed. TL no, Onea-san means gorgeous. Whew, wow, she is quite stacked. Okay, Natsumi. Yeah, that name sounds about right. She looks like a Natsumi to me. Yeah, is she the one who's on the flashback? I assume she is. Ow. Sounds like fun. So we can ask for some of hers. A little bit of attention. Take that line out of context. Ah, video game, okay. Yeah. I play games like this in a arcade. I say arcade, I mean like the little arcade section that the local movie theater has. That was a cool touch, grabbing whatever that green thing was and attacking with it. Campaign like for a gacha game. I don't know what it makes you think of. Just stick them in your shirt. Do you want some? The girl that claimed two. I kind of is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? I feel like she's gonna do it. I was way ahead of her if that's the case. Yeah, here we go. I was joking about it initially, but as soon as she said two of them, I figured that's where the show was going. And she claims to not be a kid. Remember that? That's your opinion. No, I'm not done yet. I need to super glue them. Okay, that's not cool. Taking a picture of somebody in the changing room. It's probably a crime. Send me some pics. I like New Girl. It's complicated. That's what she would put on her Facebook profile. I think there might be. You don't exactly have a poker face. In fact, I kind of want a poker face. Yeah, but you are so not convincing. Did I say Chiba? Somebody just goes to molester and then it just grabs the stuffed animals. And then just gets really confused when they fall down the bottom. Okay. Okay. Watch out for curves. But there's a joke there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, something's... Let's be honest, you were never going to avoid them completely. No? Who is this Igarashi in which you speak of? I don't know what it is about her blushing face, but it's just really cute. You know, stuff. About my pop filter. So are we not going to talk about it? Did they not notice it? I mean, are we going to bring it up now? Some father you are. Such an insignificant change. He didn't even notice. I mean, he's so much taller than you. Maybe he really just didn't notice, right? He looks down and sees the top of your head, and that's all. Oh, Daddy. Oh, that's a great wallpaper. Okay, Grandpa is my second guess. How do I get big boobs, Grandpa? Please help me. Okay, I mean that's a sudden question to ask somebody. He's gonna think she got implants or something. He was not ready for this. What do you say in this situation? That is definitely true. Small. Hey, did she hang up? Oh, okay. Why don't you make a phone call when your battery was that low? I just love her looking so pouty. Because you wanted him to be like, wow, Futaba, you look great, I love you. And he didn't do that. Those eyes just look into my soul. I wish you would stop. And by the way, would you go to for dinner with me? Perhaps to a love hotel later? Is it Futaba? Well, that didn't work. Maybe next time. And she was not in a hurry at all to pick up that phone. That's not Futaba? Hi, Genki desu. Can you see me now? What are we doing here? I guess he's just trying to talk to her without anyone else knowing? That was odd. I think she got a kick out of that. I mean, some angles her eyes aren't too bad, like that one, but she can barely reach it. That is just the greatest thing ever. Just, it's so much better than if she like couldn't touch it at all, like having just like one finger. Like I don't know why it's kind of just like a magical exact height of cuteness. I don't know how to describe it. What's going on? Did I miss something? Did he? Oh, yeah. You don't want to pick a fight with Senpai. He will break you in half. So if he starts attacking you, the one thing you can do is really just start apologizing. So what did he just? Oh, okay. Taking secret shots, I guess. Maybe some upskirts. Yeah. That's horrible. How could you do such a thing? I'll give you my email address later. I mean, he looks the type. Well, I mean, when he was doing a crime, I suppose. Let's just not tell them. Right. As expected of Senpai. I swear there's something sticky on my floor. Just like my foot keeps touching it. But he definitely does care about you. A great deal. Yeah, exactly. And that's a good place to start. We can eventually build up to him just noticing your sexiness and all that. Oh, wow. That's a line. So just the two of us. How do you feel about Ramen Girl? Oh, wow. I'm sorry I said your eyes are creepy. I apologize. There's literally nothing wrong with you. Skosh, just a little bit. I love how she elongated it. Skosh. Yeah, I mean, you are small. It's hard to imagine her punch could do much to him. And did we get the ED last time? I think we got the OP as the ED last time, so I assume not. But yeah, I was a little bit slow to understand that scene with the wrong number. But after she thanked him for it, it clicked in my head. I guess that was his way of deliberately getting her away from the guy that was trying to hit on her, right? I didn't get that at first, but I got it eventually. That's what matters, right? Yeah, the tippy toes. Even tippy toes, she still couldn't kiss him standing up. So it'll be interesting to see what the first kissing is like. I couldn't quite read that. This is pretty cute, cute ED though. I mean, simple, you know, just a box of stuff. Definitely prefer the opening over the ED. You can never tell a lot more animation budget went into the opening. Okay. That just happened. Okay. That's the right button. Okay, that was the second episode of Senpai ga Kouhai Uzai Hanashi, the show. You know the name of the show. Right. So yeah, that was the second episode of it. And yeah, where where do I start? I mean, this episode, I think I got a pretty good like feel for the show now. Like, obviously, Futaba and Senpai, they're like our main duo, but there was also another ship kind of building here between Sakurai and Kazuma, I think his name was. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely some other office romances building up there. Sakurai seems to quite obviously like him. I mean, that ski was directed towards the ramen, but it was very powerful, and I think there was a little bit of that meant for him as well, right? So, yeah, there's definitely something building there, which is cool. And yeah, we also got to see. I mean, I think we kind of already knew that. Like, I mean, the big thing with Futaba, right? She likes Senpai, although she's not like fully honest about just like, about exactly how she feels about him. But you know, the audience, we pretty much get what's going on, and she's kind of like in the daughter zone right now, and a lot kind of is tied to that. Like she also has she wants a bigger chest, right? She sees Sakurai much more filled out. She sees, you know, her old classmates, friends, people, say, you know, same kind of age as her, but much big size difference in every respect. So I think she seems to be a little bit salty about that. Understandably, especially when she is trying to entice the attention of a certain person, right? Although she did stuff it with stuffed animals, and still did not seemingly had like no effect on him. So that kind of hurt her self-esteem a little bit, right? Like, because like, I mean, even that size apparently is not good enough. Like, that's one way to take it, or take it as like you're just so beneath the level of being seen as a woman that even that kind of big increase makes no noticeable difference, right? Like, there's no real positive way to take him ignoring that. You know, well, you know, assuming you're trying to attract him as a mate, right? You know, which she clearly is. And I did quite like her friend, her bumblebee kind of color scheme, taking pictures of her friend in the dressing room, as you do. Right, and she even stays like that on the train, right? And yeah, nothing really came of that. Like nobody noticed aside from maybe Kazuma, but she called Grandpa, which was interesting. Like, she talked to Grandpa, I think, a little bit in episode 1, I think, and she just calls for advice because you know, probably doesn't have anyone else really to talk about this with. But the phone died, so he probably just thinks that she just hung up on him because his response wasn't good enough. Because he was already like pretty not nervous isn't the right word. Like, she doesn't call him very often, so he kind of like was pretty pumped up about this, wanting to do his best and all that. And she just, while he's in the middle of trying to give some advice, just hangs up, right? So if he doesn't understand that was a battery issue, it could hurt his feelings a little bit. But, and like I said, we had the wrong number, you know, Sakurai scene, which I eventually understood what was going on there. But also we had the judo, was that what they said it was, right? I was a little bit confused about what was going on there because I saw the guy had a bag. My first assumption was that he like steal something from Futaba, right? Because it wasn't like you know, we didn't see any like molesting or anything like that going on, so I wasn't quite sure what it was about. But I mean, as soon as the camera fell out of the bag, it was pretty clear what was going on there. Sadly, we didn't get to see the pictures, but oh well. Oh well. I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. But the best thing about that was that even if he doesn't see her as a woman, as a potential life partner, as a wife, as you would say, he does care about her. So I think that's a good place to start, and we can certainly build from there. And speaking of building, we are definitely building something between Sakurai and Kazuma. I hope that's his name. I know one of the characters named Kazuma. I think it was him. I'll hopefully get names down over time. But we also had I want to see the exact line. Yeah, I guess even you can be cool sometimes. Like, she does have some little bit of praise for him, so that she can actually admit, right? That's the big thing. Because even though she very clearly communicated wanting to be his wife, it was when she was drunk. So she kind of is invoking the drunk card, where it was like, I was just drunk, you know, I don't know what I was talking about. I mean, more than her pushing that, he kind of interpreted it that way, but still, that's kind of how the cards landed. So although she said that, it's not too much of a factor, right? So this was just like honest, sober praise from her to him. So that's that. But I actually kind of like the Sakurai Kazuma thing. Like I mean, I kind of like them both as characters. Like I know I keep talking about her creepy eyes, but some of the angles, like it actually doesn't look creepy. Like it's weird. Like it's like when the camera's like straight ahead of her eyes, it's kind of creepy. But when she like has the upturned eyes for the camera, or it's up a certain side, like it's not the case. I don't know. I'm sure it's just only me that has this issue, but you know, it's weird. I'm probably gonna stop talking about it going forward, but if I remember to. But yeah, good episode. I am definitely continuing to enjoy the show. Definitely enjoy Sakurai as a character. Like her reaction to the wrong number was just really cute in general, and her accepting of the ramen date and all that she was pretty cute there too. But so yeah, definitely enjoy the show. We'll continue to watch it as best I can. But for now, that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope you click the like button, subscribe to me on YouTube, and support me on Patreon and all that good stuff. And bye-bye.